The girl is out partying, touching my body, talking to me like I'm a kindergarten.
What's happening? Minute rock for a minute. This is the same music from a couple of days ago. Chuck Brown. No, I'm sorry. This is White Mike, Lil Benny, and Chuck Brown on stage at a Chuck Brown tribute. All right. How you doing? Welcome to Transparent Conversations, Elevated Exchanges. I'm Calvin, or CPJR if you know me, or CPJR 300 if you feel me. And welcome. This is called The Frame, because framing is important. So I hope if you only watch mainstream media, that you're starting to add some independent media to your news diet, because the current situation it's consolidating. We're losing. They're gonna become all the major ones: CBS, CNN. They're all being owned by the same company that Paramount, that brought the Ellisons, that bought Paramount, and now they own Warner Brothers, which is CNN. So, CBS has already gone to the right, and you can just believe CNN will follow if it even makes it. I'm basically boycotting it all. I don't watch mainstream media, right? Like I'm saying. So what I was saying before, I'm sorry. If you only watch mainstream media, please start finding independent media sources. I can provide some if you need some, but you can also just go on. Well, yeah, I can provide some if you need some. You can look up Bulwark or Cricket Media or Midas Touch. Those are three sources that have a lot of shows. I also recommend Substack. That's what I have. I have Transparent Conversations YouTube and Transparent Conversations on Substack. And this is a special edition. I just want to come on and talk. I don't have normally I say I write an essay. I have wrote nothing. I just want to talk about the war. Special edition. The emergency. What's going on? Talk about the war. Add my 2 cents to it. I wanted to do it yesterday, but I was drained. I was drained yesterday morning, and I just couldn't. I just wanted to not turn it off for a minute because I can't believe what's going on. It's not that I can't believe what's going on. I don't want to accept it, but it's our reality now. We live in a fascist state, an authoritarian state now, where the president does things like this.
A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime. Finally, to the great, proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations.
That's an idiot right there. That doesn't understand anything about the Middle East or who he's in league with or has taken on as an ally in this foolish adventure. So the president declared war on Iran unilaterally all by himself. Didn't seek any information or didn't let Congress know anything. His own vice president didn't even know. His vice president had to say, "I don't know what's going on" at a meeting that he was at. So most of us are in the dark, and most of us know that this is not going to be like, "Oh, Iran take over your country right now after we throw out bombs," because it's not happening. Iran's fighting back because he's already, according to reports from today, unverified, he supposedly has offered a ceasefire, and Iran said no. They're not having a ceasefire. You killed their leader. So they killed the Ayatollah Khomeini. He's deceased now. And apparently they also killed his granddaughter. And what got me on Friday night was they bombed a girls' school indiscriminately. Now, when you involve, I'm saying I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't care who these people are. They're a country called Israel. When you bomb civilian targets and kill kids, and we already know from the Gaza incident, the ethnic cleansing campaign, or what was it, genocide. They don't really care who they kill to get what they want. They indiscriminately destroyed that country. I'm sorry, the Gaza Strip, every bit of it, under the pretext of killing or getting Hamas. And they're still doing it right now. One bomb they were using, an incineration bomb that got rid of the bodies. It's horrific over there. And now we're at war. I don't think it's going to, they say regime change, but we already know after the first and second Gulf War, there is no regime change without boots on the ground. So if he is under the illusion that because they have killed the Ayatollah, the supreme leader, that they're going to run into the streets and just take over and say, thank you, Mr. Trump, for our freedom. It's not going to happen. So since Friday, we don't really know who's dying and who's dead. We have reports of 3 American soldiers who have died. We don't know how they died. And then 5 others were injured. So right after he made that announcement, he left D.C., flew down to Florida, and started to enjoy some nice weather, made that announcement, and then went to a party. That's how concerned he was about what was happening to the troops on the ground, in the ships, and then flying around in a war zone that he created, that he didn't stay in the Situation Room or in Washington in case he was needed. I know if he needed, he can be reached, but show that if I'm sending people to die, which he already said people are gonna die, that I would be on duty too, to show my solidarity and the seriousness of the situation. And I'm gonna tell you, because he said it's imminent. There was an imminent threat to eliminate. There was no imminent threats. They don't have nuclear arms. They were in negotiation while doing this. And I don't really know Israel's motive to join up with Mr. Trump and our military and attack Iran, other than it's something that they've been wanting to do. Iran doesn't believe in the Israel's right to exist. Now, do they want to kill them all? I don't know. I have no idea. But I know that if I lived on a block with a bully, I might want to slap the bully and get him off my block. You know what I mean? Like, how do you exist in an area and you fight every country in the area? You're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. It's on you. You're doing it. But that's not how their leader sees it. So the way I see it, maybe a little different. I see that. I mean, everything's coming to light now with this whole Epstein, AIPAC, Israel lobby. It seems to be all connected. The money seems to flow all through our government. And if Israel gets a mark, somebody that can manipulate, they're doing it. They're doing it. So that we're at war. We're not, because remember, we're not at imminent anything. Iran does not have the ability to wage war, what's it called, that thing? Peer war with us. We're not peer. They don't have a navy. They have a small navy. They don't have a Navy. They don't have aircraft carriers. They can't come over here and project. They don't have ballistic missiles. So the premise is that they were a week away from being able to attack us. I don't know why they were going to attack us, other than maybe they were getting away the real estate deal in Gaza. I don't know. But other than that, the man Trump got an army. He ain't afraid to use it. So it's two carrier battle groups over there. If you know anything about carrier battle groups, that's a lot of ships, a lot of fuel, a lot of ammunition, and a lot of people that we're paying for. We're paying every time they send one of those missiles, those Tomahawk missiles and interceptors, all that stuff, and it looks great. That costs money. That has to be replaced, right? And that depletes our stores in case something else pops off. Let's say China may decide to go ahead and jump on Taiwan right now, since America is being led by Keystone Cops. Might be a good time to go ahead and do that, because they engaging in dumb stuff. They don't, and China sit over there, they're not doing anything but stocking up. You know what I mean? So that's where we are right now. So it affects me. I don't know how it's affecting you. I really I don't know. I want to know, like, how do you feel about it? Like I said, I know I have some PTSD from the way I used to live, diagnosed, and I deal with it. But I could become overwhelmed, especially just when, like yesterday, hearing about the children. Because my thing about war, the war that we wage, we got to drop bombs on cities. Why is that not terrorism? When you drop a bomb on a city and kill, they say it's an errant bomb, meaning that it got away. So why are we spending so much money on guided missiles and all this kind of stuff, radars and all this thing, when you still end up killing kids? It's just too much. It's just too much. Those kids didn't have anything to do with this, and now they're dead. Now their parents are grieving, and now we have more people that hate America. So we have to brace for terrorist attacks. And then we don't know what's going to happen, because immediately after, it's still ongoing. Immediately after Iran attacked, they just start attacking Saudi Arabia, Dubai, was it AE? I forget what they're called. Emirates. Those people over there. All over the Middle East. Iraq. They sent a bomb to Iraq, Pakistan. All y'all can get this. It blew up a nice hotel in Dubai. Bahrain blew up the airport in Dubai and the airport in Bahrain. So all those countries are affected, and now they can't fly under no-fly zones because they're flying drones and missiles through the air, and fighter jets, bombers, and things like that. So the whole area is being affected by it's like a elective war. You know what I mean? There was no reason to do it, other than Lindsey Graham seemed to want to cash a check or something. I don't know. He just wants to do whatever needs to be done to attack Iran. I don't even know what the hell he's talking about Iran. Now, you hear on the other podcasts, white podcasts, how they always like to preface things by saying, like, oh, we know that it would be worth it to kill the Ayatollah. Yes, okay, that's great. He's not a good dude. He's not a good dude. I'm not Muslim or anything like that. I know it's a repressive government. I know I've worked with people from Iran. I like diversity. And I don't think if you have colored people at your company that it's because of DEI. It's because people were qualified. People are qualified and come from different backgrounds from different parts of the world. So I've worked with people from Iran, and they have been great. I mean, I've had great friends from Iran and Iraq and Pakistan and India, on the corporate, at work every day. Great friends and a lot of good conversations and talking about how they live, how we live, things like that. They always say, oh, you should come over, Calvin. You should come over and visit. And I'm like, I would like to, but I can't eat your food. I have a very sensitive stomach. I did travel some during my career. I was overseas a lot. And the food, it gets me sick. I don't know what it is. It could be the liquor. So, like, I don't know what we're doing right now, right? So I just wanted to come on and talk about it and say that, and just add my voice to that. I think this is wrong. I think this is wrong. It's not right. And this is just more of what we have to deal with up until the midterms, and how important it is for us to show up for the midterms and do what we need to do. Whatever is thrown at us, we have to overcome it. Like, there's no excuses other than if you're an ass, don't vote. But there's no excuses for people that really care about the country. And if you want to say votes don't matter, obviously, where we at? Votes do matter. So we had 3 people, 3 soldiers, 3 troops. We don't know the circumstances, that are dead now. Well, so far we know of, they don't announce deaths until they contact the next of kin, and then we'll know. So there could be more. We don't know but they're still out there throwing bombs. Israel's been hit. Their Iron Dome is not impenetrable. It's penetrable. they've been hit, but they're keeping it tight. Like, things are getting out. Obviously, well, what I've heard so far is that Israel is not that free, and they don't really put all the information out there across the country. I don't really understand that country anymore, other than they're not our ally. They're not an ally. They're not an ally. What do we get from them other than grief? We don't get anything from Israel. Do we need anything from Israel? They always say that, we want to have one friendly country in the region. That's not a friendly country. It's not a real functioning country. They're hiding a lot of stuff over there we don't know about. And you want to call me anti? I don't care about that. I'm not talking about the country, the people. They attacked Iran, and now Iran is attacking their people. Why do they want a war? Why do they want to wipe out the Palestinians? Why do they want a war all the time? And why do we support them all the time? In high school, I had a friend. I didn't have much beef in high school, right? I just didn't bother me. I didn't have no time. But I grew up in an area that was violence. I went to a high school that had fights all the time. But I don't care. I went to work, school, money, girls, weed. That's it. If you wasn't talking those 4 things, I wasn't dealing with you. I didn't want to deal with guys, hang out with guys that wanted to get in a fight all the time. For what? That don't benefit me. It don't benefit me. It never did. Why would I do that? So I didn't hang with people. One time I did almost get jammed up because of that person, somebody who had beef, who I thought was a friend, and I got caught up in something. I had to run a guy over to get out of there. I'm like, what's going on? Why am I getting jumped? I have no idea. Come to find out, he didn't tell me that he had beef, and I was hanging out with him, so now I'm in it. You know what I mean? And I did talk to the guys later, and they apologized. Cause I don't be out in the street. I don't be out. I never was out in the street doing nothing like that. I was out in the street doing all those things that I like to do. And it had nothing to do with no violence whatsoever. So that's how I kept myself out of trouble. Just a couple of tussle here and there, but no real cause I don't do jealousy. I didn't have girlfriends in high school. Not that I didn't have friends, but I didn't have like that thing where people hook up and want to stay together forever. That was it. That wasn't me. I'm polyamorous. I'm in the ethically non-monogamous community. Always was. Just didn't know it. Okay. So back to the hand. back to what's going on. And then today, we got this announcement.
A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran.
Why is he wearing a hat?
Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime. Finally, to the great, proud people of Iran,
I'm paying the
I
wrong
say
one.
tonight that the hour of your
Sorry.
freedom
Let's go.
today, CENTCOM shared the news that 3 U.S. military service members have been killed in action. As one nation, we grieve for the true American patriots who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation, even as we continue the righteous mission for which they gave their lives. We pray for the full recovery of the wounded and send our immense love and eternal gratitude to the families of
anybody.
the fallen. And sadly, there will likely be more. Before it ends, that's the way it is. Likely be more.
I have never heard a president say anything like that. There will likely be more. That's just how it is. Man, we in trouble. We're in trouble, and our soldiers are in trouble. So he called it a righteous struggle or something like that, and imminent danger. That he didn't. What imminent danger? We still don't know what that is. We don't know what that is. We don't know how we, what's the goal? How do we know we're out of imminent danger if we don't know what the imminent danger is, right? Now, who is in imminent danger now is Israel. Israel's in imminent danger because they're right there. So I guess they're going to keep pounding them until they've figured they don't have enough missiles left. I don't know. Israel's already stated that they're going to do round-the-clock strikes. So in Tehran. So they're going to kill people. That's what they do. They kill people. And I don't know how to take it. How is that received? How did you like that? What he stated? I don't know. Let me just take a minute to say, if you could you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, so we can continue growing this thing I'm trying to do. I'm actually up to, I don't know, close to 90 and 45. So I'm gaining subscribers on Substack and YouTube. Thank you. So yeah, I don't ever think I want to do like round the clock type thing, like special report type thing. But I definitely want to frame it, because what we're seeing right now is batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. It makes no sense. You really can't explain it. He doesn't explain it. One thing I noticed from the previous wars that we've been through and what's happening now is we haven't heard from the leader, the general or admiral, whatever, the highest ranking official, military official over there. They're not giving us any assessments or what's going on or what's the plan is. Nothing. All we see is this guy, who's definitely not all there. He's not all there. He's just he's doing his thing. He's selling something. You know what? I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I think. Right? The reason that he goes to Mar-a-Lago, why he wants a ballroom up here, because he was always going to a ballroom party. They always having parties in Mar-a-Lago. They go down there and have fun. And when he goes on the State of the Union, or was at the State of the Union, was saying that, oh, everything's so great, you're going to get tired of winning. He wasn't talking to us. He was talking to his friends. They're doing great. Like at the prisons, they're doing great. And I'm going to tell you, and while we're at war, we're still at war here with ICE. They're still snatching people off the street. They're still illegally detaining people because they're not supposed to detain people. There's no reason to detain them. They're just detaining people and they're being ordered to stop, but they won't stop. Basically, we're at the point of who's going to make me stop. So they're illegally detaining people and they're having they're winning. And here's something else I saw on YouTube today, and she asked, get the message out because it's not being covered. They're doing for-profit schools for kids in the for-profit detention centers. So we're not only paying for detaining people who shouldn't be detained, who were making money out in the economy before, we're now paying to school them.
I'm really mad right now, so I also need your help to get this out, please, because you will not hear this on mainstream media, and I'm not hearing a lot of it here. I'm being shadowed, you know what, terribly, and I need your help to push this past the algorithm. So please do all the things. A for-profit education company called Strike, which is also known as K-12, is opening a school inside the South Texas Family Residential Center. Now, that facility is one of the largest ICE family detention centers in the country, and it's run by Call Civic,
ICE family detention
private
center?
prison company, a for-profit company that profits per person per day. And Stride is a $2 billion corporation. Its CEO made over $21 million last year and joined the company with zero experience in education. At the same time, the regime is facing active enforcement action in federal court under the Flores Settlement Agreement. Now, Flores is a binding federal court settlement from 1997 that limits how long children can be held in immigration detention. Under Flores, children cannot be kept for more than about 20 days in unlicensed secure facilities. After that, they are supposed to be released or transferred. Legal advocates representing detained children, such as the Refugee and Immigration Center for Education and Legal Services, have filed sworn declarations saying that ICE is violating Flores at this facility. According to those filings, nearly 400 children were held longer than 21 days, and more than 150 were held for over a month and for multiple months. And there's contaminated food, physical abuse, and severe psychological harm. And ICE itself has admitted there is no adequate education or recreation. Okay, and instead of releasing them, they're building this facility. And this is how confinement gets normalized. Mm-hmm. Okay, and it's starting to look like we're being institutionalized. That's what's happening here. A school does not fix illegal detention. This is not about care, it's about profit. Please help this get out.
Okay, that's why I'm doing this. So that's another reason why I'm doing this now and not doing what I normally do, because I can't just do what I normally do. I have to do this because this is what I think about night and day. I'm just like empathy. I have empathy, sympathy. It affects me. Energy affects me, and I'm seeing that more and more. That it's important that if someone is giving me bad energy, I can't be around you, and I gotta really keep that at the forefront of my mind. And as I meet people and start dealing with people again, that, you know, if you give me bad energy, I'm gonna have to get away from you. And so I do this because it's cathartic for me. And then I know it's a help. But more of us need to put out videos talking about what's going on, because like she said, she may be shadow banned. I know I'm shadow banned on Facebook, but put more videos out in the algorithm, more reels, it gets picked up. So that's what I'm doing, adding my voice, my videos to the algorithm so more people can see what's going on, because you're not getting it. If you're like these stations now, like News Nation. Oh, is it News Nation? Well, I knew Newsmax. Yeah, Newsmax and News Nation. You won't believe I interviewed at Newsmax, and I'm so glad I didn't get that job. Oh my God. I'm gonna trust the universe on that one. I like I said before, I interviewed at the Heritage Foundation too. It's a creepy place. I didn't get that job either. I'm really happy. I don't know how long it would have lasted. I'm not really somebody who will stay on the job. Because I would say cause of privilege. I couldn't just go. I work in IT, so I go someplace else. 2 or 3 months, I get another job. But I want to stay. I finally found a good one. I'm gonna be here for the next 10 years. For the next 10, 15 years. After that, I think I'm gonna be done. So, or I'm gonna be doing this full time, or doing something related to independent media full time. So yeah, so as we're in a war abroad, we're still in a war locally. They're still trying to detain these immigrants for money. It's for money. It's for profit. It is not for our safety. It is not making our country better. I've already heard that we're spending money at such a rate of the war. No one, 2 carrier battle groups, right? Planes, all that. That's money. A lot of it. Jet fuel, whatever the ships run on. I think it's diesel because they're generators to generate electricity. They're for the Arleigh Burke. That's a song. I love watching Navy documentaries about ships. So the Arleigh Burke carriers, they're like 4 or 5, and submarines and missile cruisers. They're all just there sitting there, defending us against an imminent threat way over there. What the? Oh my God. I don't know what to do about MAGA. I don't really understand it. I don't know what we're gonna do. So while that's happening, all the cuts are starting to take effect. Right, we're at war. We're not paying for it. There's been no budget set for it. So everything they're doing costs, and the money's being spent at a clip because they're not bringing so much money in. Because people are being laid off. And people are starting to starve at home because of the SNAP cuts, and they're arbitrarily cutting people off Social Security. They got people got to go in the office because they're probably integrating what's it called, AI into it. They're probably integrating AI to make decisions. They have less people answering their phone. People can't get through. And people are starting to get hungry and starve. And you probably heard this clip earlier from C-SPAN. I just want to play it because the image of people on food stamps or assistance, SNAP, EBT, is that they're black, right? The majority of people, that whole thing was set up for white people. It wasn't set up for us. It was set up for poor white people. And the way they talk about it is that it's all black people doing it and stealing money from it and all this stuff, and that people don't really need it because they don't want to work. Now we're starting to see people starving.
I'm 65 years old. I'm legally blind. I'm on disability. I went to my doc and I lost 28 pounds in the last year. I did not need to lose 28 pounds. I did not try to lose 28 pounds. I lost the 28 pounds because I cannot afford to eat anymore. Under Biden, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Under Biden, I was able to put $100 a month away for food, along with my SNAP, and I did okay. I could get fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and meat. It is just me. But now, with grocery prices so high, propane, electricity out of this world, I now only allow myself $65.
She sounds desperate.
A month.
I would be desperate.
Sharon, are you on SNAP benefits?
Let me tell you, under Joe Biden, I received $80 a month for SNAP. That was taken away from me under Donald Trump. He took it away. He gave me $24 a month. I did receive that for a couple of months. Then he took it down to $12.50 a month. I said, screw you. I'm 65 years old. I'm legally blind. I'm on disability.
It just looped.
I went to my doctor.
Yeah, I don't know how, if you're a Republican and you hear that, I don't know how you live with yourself. Like, how do you justify not taxing the rich? You don't care that she doesn't have food. You go on your yacht. I was just watching the show on YouTube a video about Mark Zuckerberg's utility yacht. He has a yacht. He has a big yacht. Then he has another yacht just for his toys that just come around. It's a basketball court, and it's over $200 or $300 million. But then we have this lady who's desperate, and I think in a longer clip, she said, "I have 4 potatoes, a half a tomato to last the end of the month." And that's it. And the food banks are running out of food. And her question was, why is it always the poor people helping the poor people? Now, on the State of the Union, the president said we're winning. I don't see winning unless you're a amoral billionaire or one of the grifters that hang around them. Okay. Yeah, let's hit some go-go. We gotta hear some go-go, baby. So this is a short show. I just want to come on and talk about the war. It's wrong. But let's hit some go-go. Which I want to hear. I'm gonna play actually I'm playing the same thing I played at the beginning, but I'm gonna show you the crowd. If you don't know go-go, this is how it looks. It's a vibe. Yes. Little Benny was a big hit. He was a man. Essence, he played in Essence, Little Benny in the Masters. See, the crowd is dancing the entire time, man. Something to look forward to, right? Oh, I can't play this forever. I just want to see Little Benny. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I don't know. Actually, I do know what I'm right about. I probably won't be back till like Tuesday. Y'all be good. Stay safe. Pray. Fight. Be ready to fight for our freedom, for everything that we need. They don't care nothing about us. Peace. I'm out.